Welcome to Mlc Tv News, reaching live from the city of Lokoja, the conflict state of Nigeria. I am Matthias Ayodeji Peter. First off, the headlines. President Buhari signs Executive Order 11 into law. ATIKU absent as PDP presidential aspirants meet in Rivers. Ex-Nigerian president escaped death as 2 aides died in GHASTLY road accident. And Boston Marathon bars Belarusian runners. Now the news in detail. President Muhammadu Buhari has signed Executive Order 11, which mandates the government to institutionalize maintenance of public buildings into law. Signing the new law just before the commencement of the weekly visual Federal Executive Council FEC meeting at the Presidential Villa, Buhari directed all ministries, departments, and agencies of government (MDAs) to set up maintenance departments in line with the provision of the new Executive Order. He pointed out the maintenance of public facilities has gone beyond just a culture, but an economy, providing employment for a good numbers of Nigerians. He said the order now gives legal backing to the country's national maintenance policy, following its earlier approval by the Federal Executive Council. Buhari added that the government had already started utilizing the policy to give a facelift to some of its buildings, like the Federal Secretariat Abuja and 24 others spread across the country. President Muhammadu Buhari has appointed a new Minister of Environment. He approved the immediate redeployment of Mohammed Abdullahi as the new Minister of Environment with effect from 6 April 2022. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, announced this in a statement in Abuja. Until his appointment, Abdullahi was the Honorable Minister of State for Science, Technology and Innovation. According to Mustafa, the President hopes that he would bring in his wealth of experience to bear on his new assignment for the growth of the country. Governor Bello Mohammed Matawale Maradun has distributed 260 assisted cars to all the traditional rulers in the state, just as he commissioned ultra-modern headquarters of the State Council of Ulama in the state. In a statement signed by the Special Advisor on Public Enlightenment, Media and Communications, Zelani Bapa, a copy of which was made available to the media, the distribution and commissioning was performed by the Sultan of Sokoto, Sahad Abubakar III, at the Government House in Gusau. The Sultan expressed his gratitude to the Governor Matawale for his concern on the welfare of the two important institutions, which still remain the thread that holds our society together. The Sultan called on the beneficiaries of the gesture to continue in their support to the administration of Governor Matawale by rendering their best in ending the challenges facing the people. Governor Matawale said the gesture was done in recognition of the status of the traditional institutions as the custodians of our religion and culture and vehicle of cohesion and peace in our society. Governor Matawale assured that his administration will continue to work with traditional religious leaders to ensure lasting peace and harmony in the state. The 36 governors of the country will hold an emergency meeting with the House of Assembly speakers on Friday. Asishana Bayo Okaro, Director General of the Nigerian Governors Forum, NGF, said the meeting is aimed at finding solutions to issues of national importance. Okaro said the meeting will be held at Fraser Suites in the Central Business District, CBD, in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT. She said Kayode Fayemi, Ekiti State Governor and Chairman of the forum, asked his colleagues to promptly facilitate and enable the speakers in their various states to attend the meeting. In recent times, there have been an increase in incidents of banditry and insurgency in the country. Last week, a train was attacked around the Katera regional area of Kaduna State, with several persons killed and many still missing. Governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, has appointed Ambassador Bianca Odumegu Ojukwu as Secretary of the Truth, Justice and Peace Committee, headed by the former Chairman of the National Human Rights Commission, Professor Chidi Odikalu. She was among 14 others who were given the obligation to identify the remote and immediate cause of the agitations, restiveness, violence, and armed struggle in the Southeast since 1999. In a statement made available, the committee were also delegated to document victims, circumstances of death, brutality, and incarceration. It reads, identify stakeholders and groups who have played critical roles in the agitation and conflict, their roles, capabilities, and demands. Odumegu Ojukwu, however, prayed that God will help the committee to execute the work judiciously and to face the challenges ahead. The management of the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Osun State, has extended its mid-semester break by 4 weeks. On March 26, 2022, the management had announced a 2 weeks break for students beginning from Monday, March 28. But in a release signed by the Registrar of the University and Secretary to the Council, M. Omosule, obtained on Thursday, that the management said elongation of the break by 4 weeks became necessary sequel to the industrial actions embarked upon by various unions. If you are just joining us, this is Mlc Tv News Hour. We'll be right back after the short break.
Mlc TV Online is here. For your timely and reliable news that reaches you fast with the breaking news, choose MLC TV. Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV with entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Welcome back. Former President Goodluck Jonathan was on Wednesday evening involved in an auto crash in Abuja which claimed the lives of two of his aides. One of his aides who confirmed the accident said Jonathan was fine and okay. The accident occurred when the ECOWAS Special Envoy was on his way from the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport to his residence in Abuja. Nigeria has recorded the first successful laparoscopic radical prostatectomy, a minimal invasive surgery procedure used to remove a patient's cancerous prostate. The surgery carried out by Radisson Hospital Group, Lagos, was the first in sub-Saharan Africa. A consultant urological and robotic surgeon and clinical, Professor Kingsley Ekweme, the late surgeon for urology at Clean Clay Hospital in Wales, United Kingdom, collaborated with the Radisson Hospital on the project. Ekweme said prostate cancer is more prevalent among blacks than Caucasian, even though figures show higher rates in Europe and the Americas due to high rates of testing, adding that prostate cancer is the #1 killer amongst Nigerian men, followed by breast cancer for women. Hypothetically, there is one male suffering from prostate cancer in 9 out of 10 homes in Nigeria. The surgeon said the collaboration with Radisson Hospital will reduce medical tourism and capital flights as the hospital has the cutting-edge medical technology for laparoscopic radical prostatectomy, which is cheaper than robotic surgery but gives equal results. He disclosed the conversation is ongoing with Radisson Hospital to fully maximize the medical equipment and expertise in hospital to establish his prostate cancer and diagnostic facility in the hospital. Ekweme revealed that a prostate cancer patient duly operated will not lose his erection and can function very well with his spouse, while urging men above 40 to go for regular tests to know their prostate-specific antigen level, as early detection will ensure survival of the patient. Meanwhile, the patient, an elderly man named Withheld, who went through the laparoscopic radical prostatectomy, said he was highly elated at the success of the surgery, adding that he could walk it immediately and is feeling very well. Now on politics. Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed has given political appointees and public servants in his administration 2 days to resign if they have an interest in contesting any position in the 2023 general election. The special advisor on media and publicity to the Bauchi State Governor, Mukhtar Gidado, disclosed this in a statement made available to journalists on Wednesday night. He said the governor's directive to the appointee was contained in a circular issued by the secretary to the Bauchi State Government, Ibrahim Kashim. Gidado said Bala Abdulkadir Mohammed Kaura Bauchi, the executive governor of Bauchi. Gidado said Bala Abdulkadir Mohammed Kaura Bauchi, the executive governor of Bauchi State, has directed that all political appointees and public servants in the Bauchi State government who are vying for political offices in the forthcoming general election should tender their letters of resignation to the secretary of the state government on or before Friday, 8 April 2022. As the 2023 general election drew nearer, the Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike, alongside other presidential aspirants under the platform of the People's Democratic Party, met behind closed doors in Port Harcourt. The former vice president and presidential hopeful under the PDP, ATIKU Abubakar, was however absent from the meeting. A media aide to the Rivers State Governor said those at the closed-door meeting include the Governor of Bauchi State, Bala Mohammed, and Sokoto State Governor Aminu Waziri Tambuwa. Other present were the former Senate President Bukola Saraki and the former Managing Director of FSB International Bank, Dr. Mohammed Ayatuddin. The host, Governor Wike, while speaking to journalists after the meeting, said the interest was to ensure the consolidation of unity in the party. Wike also expressed their interest in making Nigeria happy by developing a formidable strategy that will enable the PDP coast to victory in the 2023 presidential election. He said, our interest is the unity of the party. Our interest is to make Nigeria happy by making sure that by 2023, PDP take over the reins of government because Nigerians are patiently waiting. On his part, the leader of the delegation, Bukola Saraki, said their discussion centered on identifying the best available ways to ensure that all concerned party members embrace unity, as there is strength in unity, as proverbially said. Saraki stated, we are here to have a discussion and we just finished talking about the best way for us to reunite our party, bringing unity among all those who are aspiring to lead the country under PDP. We have been to some of the other states, and today we are here with the governor of Rivers State, a key stakeholder of this party, to discuss frankly. He has given us his views and made some suggestions, and we will continue to work with that as we move away from here. Saraki affirmed that the key thing is unity. The key thing is to put the country first and put the party first. Russia and Belarusian runners will not be allowed to take part in this year's Boston Marathons because of the invasion of Ukraine, organizers said on Wednesday. Russian and Belarusian athletes living in their respective countries are barred from the April 18 race, the Boston Athletic Association said. However, Russian and Belarusian citizens not residing in either country would be allowed to take part, but not under the flag of either nation. The statement did not say how many Russian or Belarusian athletes had entered this year's showpiece. The Boston Marathon, one of the world's major marathons, is returning to a traditional April slot this year after disruption caused by the pandemic. The race was cancelled in 2020 and then held in October 2021 with a smaller than usual field. In 2019, the last Boston Marathon not affected by the pandemic, 59 runners in the field of more than 30,000 were from Russia and Belarus. Russia has been increasingly isolated by the sporting world following the country's invasion of Ukraine. Football governing bodies FIFA and UEFA have suspended Russia from all international competitions, including the World Cup, while organizations such as Formula One has cancelled events in Russia. Now on our entertainment news, Netflix has confirmed the release date for its latest Ebony Live Studio collaboration, Blood Sisters. The script-to-screen 4-part original series directed by B.E. Bandili, half of A Yellow Sun, and Kenneth Gyang Olature will launch globally on May 5th, 2022. Starring Dima Okoje and Nancy Isime as its leading ladies, the Temidayo Makojola created series followed two friends, Sarah Dima Okoje and Kemi Isime. Sarah is engaged to her dream man, Kola Deyemi Okolawon. However, their seemingly idyllic union has a dark side, and despite Kemi's vocal misgiving, Sarah is determined to press on with the wedding. What follows is a heart-stopping series of catastrophic events marked by murder, love, betrayal, and the test of friendship. Written by Craig Fremont and Zelipa Zulu, the anticipated series was shot in Lagos in September 2021 and is the latest collaboration to roll out following the previous year's Castle and Castles and Chief Daddy sequel. Speaking on the importance of telling the Blood Sister story, Ebony Live Studio boss Mo Abudu said, "Blood Sister is a crime thriller, which is a new genre for us, so the prospect was challenging but very exciting. It was also a particularly unique and intense experience as we shot during the pandemic. But we remain committed to the vision we shared with Netflix to tell authentic and exciting African stories with superb production values." The trailer also stars industry pioneers Ramsey Noah, Kate Henshaw, Uche Jumbo, Segun Arize, and Jokel Silva, as well as Crane's favorite Wale Ojo, Gabriel Afolayan, Kehinde Bankole, Daniel Eting Effiong, Kepi Ekpenyong Basi, Maurice Sam, Ibrahim Suleiman, Toke Makiwa, and Oke Uzoshi. And that's the size of our package today. Join us tomorrow at the same hour to watch our news as we give you updates on happenings within and across the globe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Mlc TV. Like and follow our Facebook page, Mlc TV, Instagram, Mlc TV 2021, Twitter at Mlc TV 1. For your event coverage, information, contribution, advert, and sponsorship, please call any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join us Friday and Saturday to watch our special programs. Friday 9 p.m. Local Government and You, Saturday 7 p.m. Family Affairs, 9 p.m. Political Arena, and Women's Watch Sunday by 6 p.m. It's Mlc TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. I am Matthias Ayodeji Peter. Please continue to be your brother's keeper to build a united and peaceful society together. Thank you.